I remember when I launched my first course. This was years ago. It was called the Brand My Biz Blueprint. I was so excited. I put so much work into it. I thought my messaging was on point. I thought everything was perfect. And then I launched the thing and nothing. Okay. I literally got one sale and it was someone from my godmother's church. Now, if that has ever happened to you before, like just let me know in the comments. I will let you know right now that it happens to the best of us. And so I want to talk to you about some common messaging mistakes that I made and that you may be making that's repelling your clients right now. This is going to be a lot of information, so make sure you follow and save this. And number 3 is going to be the most common. Okay. All right. So number 1 is using generic messaging. This comes very easy. Most of us do make this mistake. I know I made this mistake. And when you do that, you struggle to stand out. Why? Because everyone feels like they've heard it all before. Okay. And so this is one of the reasons why I really love frameworks and why I love sharing their story, because those are the things that kind of make what you do different. Because when you have so many people doing what you do, it's easy to blend in. You know what I mean? And that's the reason why mastering your unique message is really, really important. The second mistake that I made and that you may be making was selling the features instead of the benefits. I was so focused on talking about everything that was included in the Brand My Business Blueprint. Just thinking about it, even the name of it, oh my goodness. But anyway, I was so excited to talk about everything that was included, all the work that I did to put into it, and nobody cares about that. I'm sorry, newsflash, no one cares. People only care about how it matters to them. How is it going to solve a problem they have? How is it going to improve their life, their money, their relationships, their health? Okay, the third thing, and this is the most common, that is selling from the education standpoint instead of the experience standpoint. Okay. And this one is big. Why? Because at the end of the day, we're experts. At the end of the day, we're experts. And it's easy for us to talk about our education. It's easy for us to talk about our degrees, our certification, right? But what happens is when you focus on education, over experience, because I'm definitely not saying that education isn't important, but when you focus on education over experience, what you do is you neglect the emotional connection. What I have found in all my years of being in this industry and building my thought leadership is that people, they get the transformation more from my experience than the education. People feel more connected to me from my experience rather than the education, because your experience says you know where I've been. Your experience says you're capable. Your experience says you are the person that could take me where I'm trying to go. Anybody could go on Google and get some education. And so I really, really want you to focus on sharing more of your experience. You know, how did you get into doing what you do? What are the things you've learned on your way? What are some of the stories that you can share, and start injecting that in your marketing? You will see the difference very quickly when it comes to selling more of your programs, your seats, your services, your events, whatever it is. So I want you to tell me in the comments, out of the 3, which one do you need to work on? And I'll see you in my next one.